Welcome back to the OCAA basketball coverage live from the David Braley Athletic Center at Mohawk College. We're just going to get the tip off for the men's basketball game. Mohawk College gets it right off the tip, but immediately turns it over, and immediately right back to another turnover. They're playing hard. Both teams lost their last game. All right, ball went over the backboard on that shot. Humber's going to get possession off of that. Last game, Humber dropped to Sheridan by 3 points, and they have yet to actually win a game so far this season. And Mohawk lost their last game by 5 points after almost mounting a comeback against Redeemer. Humber passing the ball around pretty well here. Doesn't quite make it. Tip-in doesn't go. Out of bounds. Seems as if Humber will retain possession. Yep, side out of bounds. Humber's keeping possession. Gets it into Khalid Ismail. They're playing tough, looking for the open shot. Get it in. Similar to the girls' team or women's team was just before this. Great passing from Humber so far. And overshot it a bit there. Mohawk's coach seemed to have been trying to call a timeout there. And on that one, Daniel Graham picking up the foul. At the line, Daquan Cathcart at the line for 2. Puts up his first one and makes it. Gets the ball back, about to put up his second shot. And will he make it? Yes, he does. Humber with an early 4-0 lead. This is looking eerily similar to the women's game. Puts up the shot, makes it. Mohawk off to an all right start, but so is Humber. Kujo Musaka has been absolutely killing it as usual. We saw him score 25 points for the Mountaineers last game against Redeemer, and him putting up a 22-point per game average so far this season. Mohawk clinks off the rim on that one, but they're still in this for sure. They're only down a single point currently. Good pass, but it shoots a little too powerful, shoots over, and the ball gets stuck on top of the net. They're trying to get it down. I mean, this is just a shenanigan. I mean, seems as if the Humber coaching staff is trying to get a call, and they've poked out the ball, so hopefully we can get back to playing just as soon as possible. Mohawk getting the ball here. Daniel Graham taking it up the court. Gets it over to Jordan Martin, who then gets it over to Ramel Kalura. And a pull-up J just off. Humber pushing it up. Good pass. And another 2 points. Oh, 3 actually. My eyes did betray me there. But a foul on the other side of the court. And it looks like Daniel Graham is heading to the line. Daniel Graham looking pretty good so far this game. He's been taking his man off the dribble, getting some good passes in. These are going to be his first points. He's had an excellent season so far with a 22-point per game average. We've seen him emerge as a very young star player, with this being his first year on the Mohawk team. The Mountaineers, pretty young so far this season in comparison to other teams, and they've welcomed 5 new players, with Graham being definitely one of the standouts there. I mean, He's definitely earned this starting spot with how well he's been playing so far. Great pass, but a great block. Get it out. Shot clock running low. Definitely not the best shot in terms of execution there. And Jordan Martin with a great drive there. Nice touch pass there. They're looking for a good play. Pull up Jay. Off the back of the rim. Looking to see who's open. Moving the ball. Good spin move, but it doesn't lead to anything as he overshoots it. Good crossover, but it doesn't amount to much. They get in, and another pass. Off the side of the backboard. Daniel Graham taking it up the court now. Great drive, but a good block. Both teams are hustling and playing pretty hard so far. Graham picks it up off the little scuffle there. Puts it up. Will he get continuation, though? Seems as if he's not getting continuation, and it'll be side out of bounds. The Mohawk coach wanted a clear path foul on that one. Into Jordan Martin. Moving the ball, moving around a lot. Looking for a good drive in the corner. Off the side of the backboard. Humber off to a bit of an early lead. Goes for the alley-oop, but just can't quite get it. So far, both teams playing with a lot of tempo and a lot of strength. Humber can't quite get it in on that one. Mohawk comes up with the rebound. Good pass into him. And unmade basket. We're tied 9-9. Both teams playing hard. They're looking to move the basketball. Pretty much an open lane to the hoop, and just a great dunk. Went up with two hands and just put it through. Maybe that'll give Humber a little bit of momentum with such a clean pass to the hoop and a dunk on that one. Goes over the screen. Back out to for the three-pointer, and a swish. That puts Mohawk up 1 point right now. Passing it around. They're going for a big play, trying to get that lead back, and they do. Humber's coach has been very vocal, yelling at his players, trying to get them motivated and to play how he wants them to. Gets him with a pump fake, but can't quite get what he wants. Milos can't quite get that one in there. But they have a steal. Will he get it in? Yep. Great coordination from Mohawk there. Mahmoud taking it up the court, gets it into the paint. The screen frees the man. He goes up for the layup, but it's short. Daniel Graham loses the ball on the dribble there, off of one of his defender's legs. And Mohawk gets the steal. They get the point, and Humber calls a timeout. I mean, so far so good this game. Mohawk up 3. Humber's still in it, though. They're definitely not looking bad by any means. Humber's really fighting hard, as they do want that first win of the season. However, Mohawk has got a fire lit under them. They lost that last game. They're trying not to go to second. Mohawk looks good so far, but They're not jumping out to an early lead. They took it right off the start of the tip. But Humber, oh, and a great block there. Mohawk's having great rotations on defense and just not letting like Humber get to exactly where they want. So far, they've got a good small lead, and Humber is not putting up the numbers that they need to so far. Obviously, we're still very early in this game, and we can't make any judgments, and it's obviously still a very close game. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe with this timeout, Humber will come in with a great game plan. Maybe Mohawk will come in with an even better one. Who knows? Humber bringing it across half court. Going for a big, going for the drive. He puts it up and he makes it. Mohawk up 1 point right now. Jordan Martin brings it across half court. Great pass in. They're moving the ball, looking to get an open shot. Drive in. Foul. Holding foul on Siobhan Noel. It's going to be a side out of bounds with Keith Laria inbounding it. Cujo gets the foul, gets fouled as he's trying to back his man down. Looks like it's going to be another side out of bounds, though. No shooting fouls, not going to the line. Mohawks really looking to get off to a good start. And so far, I would say that they have gotten off to a good start. Has his man in the post, passes it out. Off the front of the rim, though. Humber hustling on the fast break, but gets it picked off. Jordan Martin with some fancy moves there. Ooh, he went up for a double pump, but actually had it blocked by Jimmy Rich. Humber's been playing pretty well so far early in this game, but they're still stuck 1 point. If they can keep up this pace, though, hopefully they'll be able to at least put together a competitive game and hopefully win, ending their loss streak. Another dribble, another drive. Pull up on the drive. A shot goes in for Rommel Kalura. Humber looking to move the ball. Finds an open man on the weak side, but they try to pass it again, and it goes out of bounds. Mohawk and Humber are really going at each other so far. It's been a very even game, with Mohawk only being up 3 points. Good pass there. He pulls up, and he makes it. Masuka's looking to have a really big game. He's just playing out of his mind, making a lot of great shots so far. Being where he needs to be on the court on offense. Humber's looking, once again, they're trying to get that open shot. They're trying to find some kind of spark as they're starting to slip a bit. They get a nice 2 points off of a layup there. Looking good so far. Mohawk pushing it up the court. Just looking calm and composed. Passes out to the three-point line. Dribble. Just a very close miss by Ricky Morrison. As if we're going to a side out of bounds foul here. Got Kevin O2 inbounding it to Kelly Ismail. Once again, they're looking for that igniter, that spark. and they've been off on a decent amount of their shots, but they're still shooting fairly well so far. They had a little bit of a dry spell, but that got cleared up by that last shot they made, and a 3. Now, Mark Wiley is hitting that shot. Earlier in the season, he wasn't expecting too much playing time, but he's actually had a very great start to the season so far, which was a bit of a surprise to both him and the coaching staff. Got a shooting foul there. As Masuka picks up the foul, sending Jalen Morgan to the line for 2 shots. Maybe he can cut into this 7-point lead a bit with these 2 free throws if he makes them. He makes the first one on a clean shot. See if he'll get the second one. And he makes both, so it's down to just a 5-point lead. Mohawk looking to end the quarter off with another basket. Pull up Jay, and it's an air ball. Half court shot, and it doesn't go. So far for the first quarter, Mohawk is up by 5 points going into the second, and they're really keeping up with their rivals throughout this first quarter of the game. In fact, even surpassing them. Humber and Toronto and the Toronto area in general are pretty well known for their basketball team. So for a small team like Mohawk to be keeping up so well against this aggressive team is a bit of a surprise. Still a very close game, and hard to tell early on with the way both teams have been playing. It really is anybody's game, especially because Humber has that fire under them. They're really trying not to go 0-3 right now, especially after a disappointing loss by only 3 points to Sheridan. You would want them to come out and play as hard as they can and win. You know, it could really ruin your entire season starting off with 3 losses, but, you know, sometimes it happens. I mean, to compare it to a different sport, I mean, the St. Louis Blues just won the Stanley Cup, you know, being last seed in, December or something? You know, crazy things can happen in the world of sports. So far, Mohawk looking like the better team, though. Really just still a close game, anybody's game. Anyone can take this. 5 points is not a big lead. That's 2 buckets if one of them is a 3. And you're tied up. Now, if I think Mohawk is going to keep up this lead, I think they're going to need to stick to what they're doing. They're going to need to keep looking for those open mans. They're going to need to keep getting strong cuts to the basket and screens and whatnot. Masuka has been consistently getting deep post position, and that's really opened up a lot for their offense, as well as him hitting some outside shots, so we have to respect him from out there. Humber's brought the ball inbounds now. Good post move, but he can't quite get the look. His pass there got picked off, but it's still going to get, not the steal. Gets it over, pulls up for the 3, and it's an open jumper. Fauzi Muhammad putting up 3 points. That cuts the lead to just 2 for Mohawk. That's the opening to this quarter that Humber was really looking for. Drive and a foul. Looks like that's going to send Ricky Morrison to the line. He's hopefully going to make these or hopefully for Mohawk at least, he's going to make them. Give them back a little bit of that lead. Subs coming in for Humber. Seems as if they had a bit of confusion about who was coming in and who was coming out. Khalid Adam coming in for Humber. And he's going to get ready and shoot his free throws now. Puts up his first one and makes it. Back up to a 3-point lead for Mohawk. And the second one is good. They're going for it, bringing it up the court. Let's see how Humber responds to those two made free throws. Good pass there. They're looking for an open, and it's going to be another turnover. Mohawk brings it up. Ooh, good fake on the handoff, but he can't quite get the finish on the layup. That was a very good, well-played drive, but sometimes the best plays don't end in shots. Great pass to Milos there. Ooh, more good passing by Mohawk. Another drive, and another one that's just quite off, but not necessarily a bad shot. Looking for an igniter for Humber, a big spark, but can't make it. Shot clock started to get a bit low there, but the offensive rebound reset the clock. Mohawk comes up with the rebound. Ooh, took a bit of a spill there. Mohawk having a couple possessions in a row where they can't quite make anything. Side out of bounds. Mohawk's going to retain possession here. Couple subs coming in. We have Masuka and Kalura coming back in for Mohawk. Daniel Graham taking it up the court. Masuka with the ball. He decides to pull up. Just off the front of the rim, though. Couldn't quite make it. Yeah, pull up three, bounces off, doesn't quite make it. Both teams having a little bit of trouble on offense. Masuka passes it out of his drive. And once again, another miss. Both teams having a little trouble. They're both playing active defense, which is leading to contested shots. The offensive rebound looks like it's a foul. With Khalid Adam heading to the line for 2 free throws. Humber's coach just complained about flopping. Feels as if the refs are being a little bit biased to Mohawk. Khalid Adam getting ready for his first free throw here. He's hoping that he can make it and cut into this lead. Pretty much the same situation we were in the last time that Humber went to the line. He makes his first. He's putting up his second, and it's off. Daniel Graham taking it up the court for Mohawk once again. Passes it over. Gets it to Kalura. They're looking for it. They're looking for a bucket. You know, a lot of defenders on one guy there. Sometimes that ends up being a bit of a detriment. And they come up with a foul on Samuels there. They're looking for Mohawk looking for a good basket here. They're looking for a good offensive possession. They've been struggling to get going for the last little bit. Currently up 3. Turnaround jumper, but it's an air ball. But the offensive rebound leads to a putback. They're back up 5. A block, a rebound. Mohawk retains possession off of it going out of bounds there. Hey, let's see the ball move, eh? 4 out, move the ball. 4 out, Mohawk is playing very well so far, but they're having a little bit of a struggle on offense. Looks as if we're probably going to get a shooting foul here. We're seeing Ricky Morrison back at the line again for yet another shot. Mohawk calling a timeout. They're currently up by 5. I think they just want to talk some stuff over, make sure that, you know, they're not getting too ahead of themselves. Coach might not be too happy with some of the offensive possessions he was seeing there. Some of them a little bit off on execution, but, you know, in the end, you can only hope for shots being made. We're going to look at some replays here in a second. But as for right now, I'm just going to keep talking. Okay, we have this. A nice pass to Milos there. Another good basket. A fast break and a steal. A big 3 right there. Humber moving the ball into an open 3. And we're out of those replays now. Now, Mohawk's probably just talking over how they want to come into this second, or come out of this timeout and just play hard and, you know, get that execution back. Humber looks a little bit shaken up, but ultimately, they're still not down by too much. Now, if Ricky Morrison makes both these free throws, they'll be down by 7. But that's still ultimately a pretty close game. Oh, he misses the first. Mohawk's looking to have a good game after both their loss last week and their team losing earlier, or their women's team losing earlier today against Humber. Mohawk didn't get back on defense too quick there, and it led to an open look, but the shot is missed. We got an offensive, Humber, however, got the offensive rebound. Looking for the opening man, and another 3, and this one is made. Cutting the lead back down to 3. Daniel Graham takes it back up the court. And back up to 5 for the lead for Mohawk. Jordan Martin with that basket. Humber fumbles the pass and it goes out of bounds. Cy Samuels not able to catch it there. Jordan Martin taking it across. Deep post position. Some great post moves, but ultimately gets blocked by Cy Samuels. And then a turnover by Humber, leading to a fast break for Mohawk. Great hesitation on that layup. Leads to the Kalura basket. Humber with a bit of a slow offensive scheme there, but it leads to a 3. 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and Mohawk's up by 4 right now. Pull up 3, but it's short, and he hustles and grabs his own rebound, passes it out, and it's another 3, but it doesn't quite make it in. Humber's operating fairly good right now. Drive to the rim doesn't quite go, but they get the rebound back. And it doesn't quite go on the putback, but they're looking to hopefully get back on defense and stop them. And will this be a shot? Yep, 3 more points tacked onto this Mohawk lead. Humber is looking all right so far, but definitely you can see in some ways how they've opened 0-2 so far in the season. They're struggling a little bit on offense this game. And yet again, another turnover, side out of bounds as he passed to the Mohawk bench. Humber's bench just received a warning. Seems as if they were getting a little too rowdy, maybe trying to cheat onto the court a bit. Mohawk taking it up the court. Daniel Graham with it right now. Kalura gets a pass. Down low to Jordan Martin. He's looking to put it up. Out to Masuka. And hits the back of the rim and out. Technical foul on the Humber bench. Seems as if there's a little bit of confusion among the players as to what's going on, and the refs are trying to communicate and get everything organized. I believe this might result in Daniel Graham taking a free throw right now for the technical foul on the Humber bench. They're trying to fix the net as it became a bit tangled in itself. Daniel Graham about to take his technical free throw. And he makes a technical free throw, which tacks on another point to that Mohawk lead. Mohawk seems pretty happy with how they've been playing so far. Humber picking up another technical foul on their bench, seeming as if their bench and coaching staff seem to be arguing with the refs a bit. Overall, though, Brian Jonker, for the head coach of Humber, seems very angry about the situation that his team is currently in. Daniel Graham taking another technical free throw. And he makes it, adding yet again another point onto that lead. It's an 8-point lead now. Mohawks can get the ball back here. They get the ball into Masuka. Out to Martin, who drives, puts it up, can't quite get it to go. It almost gets tipped in. Humber on the fast break. He gets fouled. Cooler picking up the foul. It's going to be 2 shots for two free throws here. Stumbled over my words a bit. Kevin Otua at the line here. Puts up his first, and he makes it. You know, right now they're going to try to earn back those 2 points that they just lost to technical fouls. Puts up his second, and he makes it again. Cutting that lead back down to 6 points. Mohawk looking to get another basket, get those 2 points they just lost at the line back. Masuka with it, and he gets it off the backboard and in. A charge there, it appears. An offensive foul as Jordan Martin draws that offensive foul, leading to a turnover and Mohawk possession. 39-31 is the current score. Seems as if they're going to have Masuka inbound it to Daniel Graham here. Oh, seems like some kind of foul or turnover has led to Humber getting the ball back here. Samuels passes the ball off. They have deep position here. They're looking to get it in, and he scores. Humber now is only down 6. Masuka gets it in the pass. Back to Martin. Up to Cholera. Graham puts it up, almost makes it, but it's just off the rim. Bringing it up. Samuels drives and then kicks it out to the corner, but he loses it. Masuka on the fast break with Graham next to him. Masuka puts it up, gets it, and the foul. He's heading to the line to hopefully make this a 3-point play. A lot of Humber is looking quite dejected right now, but they're definitely still in this game. They can keep their composure. They can definitely mount a comeback from this relatively small deficit compared to what we saw last game between the women's teams of these two schools. And he makes a free throw, which puts it at 42 points for Mohawk. Seems as if one of the refs is trying to make a call, but Humber's just going to inbound it normally. Mohawk has a set defense here, and they're looking to get a stop. Samuels cross-court pass, and a good shot leading to a bucket. Looking for a score here. They're up 6 right now. Off the backboard, can't quite get it. Pull up on the fast break, and it's now just a 3-point Mohawk lead. Mohawk's looking to put it up and win. They're looking to get some nice points here, but had a little bit of trouble on the last couple possessions, aside from that Masuka and one. Pull up, doesn't make it. Humber pushing the ball up the court. And now it's just a 1-point Mohawk lead. Graham brings it across the half-court line. They're trying to set up a good offensive scheme here. And an illegal screen leads to a turnover for Mohawk. They're really at risk of losing their lead here. Mohawk seems to be struggling these last couple minutes. Mohawk on defense. Gets it out. But after that offensive rebound, Humber takes the lead. It's their first lead since early in the first quarter, but Martin dribbles it off his foot, and it leads to another basket for Humber. Humber's now up 3 points. And it appears as if it's going to be going into the half. Humber getting hyped up and excited. The crowd getting into it too, as a lot of the Humber fans in the audience today. It seems as if the tables have turned quite a bit, and Mohawk is now one that's now looking a lot more dejected. A foul seems as if probably a technical has led to another Graham free throw. .3 seconds left in the quarter. Mohawk calling a timeout, trying to hopefully get like a good play coming out of this and set everything up and maybe hit a 3, get the lead back, or hit a 2 and tie going into half. Humber celebrating how they've come up with this. For Mohawk, Kujo Masuka has been playing great this game. I mean, he's been, I believe, the leading scorer. I don't have the exact live score in front of me, but he's been just playing overall great for Mohawk. As has Daniel Grimm. I mean, he's taken those 3 technical free throws, and he's been, you know, I feel, in my opinion, one of the main factors in how good Mohawk has been playing is for the Humber Hawks. Fauzi Mohammed's been a great offensive contributor, and Humber's been playing some pretty good defense in this last little run to get back into it. Jalen Morgan's jumped out to an early good start, and you know, with how the Hawks were down there and have come back to be up to what might end up being going into the half. The Hawks are really putting together a good string of a couple minutes and plays. And that one's way off going into half, meaning we're down 1. Mohawk's down 2 right now heading into the half, and hopefully for them they can do a bit better going through this next little bit, but we're going to go into some replays now. Great pass to an open 3 there, which led to a nice basket. That, you know, the same thing can happen on the other side of the court. Humber's seeing a lot of technical fouls early in the game, though, and they're clearly not happy weren't happy that Mohawk was taking the lead. And we're hearing a lot from the Humber bench as the coach tries to push them and get them to play their best. And with how they're up right now and some of those plays they're making, the coach clearly sees that they can do better than they have been. And then Mohawk, on the other hand, was playing very good basketball, even stuff like drawing that charge there. But ultimately it led to just kind of fizzling out at the end of the first half. After a few more replays, we're gonna head out. All right, we're back for the second half of Mohawk and Humber's game here. Both teams have been on somewhat of a slide recently. Humber playing 2 games and securing 0 wins in both of them, and Mohawk playing 3 games and only securing 1. With how that first half went, today really is anybody's game. And we got to ask a question: will Humber break their winless season so far, or will Mohawk come on and even out their record? Already off to a good start to the second half. Good pass out to the corner. Turnaround jumper, and it's in. Mohawk hustling to get back on defense. They trap him a bit out of bounds, but Humber retains possession. After that little bit of a lead gained in the first half. Ooh, a great block, but as I was just about to say, and a recovery, but to another block. And a 3-pointer after another, I believe that was 2 offensive rebounds. Humber just dominating that possession, but on the glass, but unable to come up with that rebound. Or unable to come up with that basket, excuse me. A little bit of an odd decision to pull up there but not shoot. And he gets it back after passing out of his shot, only to pull up from a 3 and nail it. Humber's coach seems to be putting a big emphasis on spacing here, trying to get the under the net opened up. And it misses. Mohawk coming up with the rebound. Pushing it up the court. Great pass. And then followed up by another great pass. That was a great offensive set. Unfortunately, they just couldn't find the basket there. Mohawk's really looking like a solid team this half, but it's just enough to keep it tied for right now. Graham with the ball, gives it off. Masuka putting the moves on his man. And another illegal screen. We've seen a few of those this game so far. Mohawk losing possession. They got to be careful. Play a little bit more controlled than that. Nice pass leading to right into a jumper. Neither team could quite control the rebound, but it ultimately goes to Humber. And Fauzi drove it to the net, but couldn't quite get it in. And a good jumper, putting them back up by 2. After losing their lead at the end of the first half, they're looking to come out and make a statement, get it back. So far, outscoring Humber in this quarter. Milos grabs the rebound there. Graham pushing it up the court. Great drive, but he just hits the bottom of the rim there. Humber looking to even it up, or maybe even take they're looking to take the lead, and they do. 1 point lead for Humber right now. 51-50. Martin taking it across half court right now. They're doing pull up from 3 off the back rim. Cy Samuels taking it up the court. Great drive to a pass to a 3 to a bucket. Great sequence by Humber there. Making a statement on that one, leading to a Mohawk timeout. They're down by 4 now. So far this half has seemed fairly even, but Humber securing the run there. I assume Mohawk's coach wants to take this timeout to talk about what they could do differently to lead to a win. They've seemed to have been in a bit of a free fall to a certain degree since the end of the second, and now are looking to hopefully cut into this small 4-point lead. As for Humber, I mean, they're looking to hopefully put their foot on the gas and finish this game with a nice win. As I said before, I mean, they have that winless season going so far right now. 0-2 on the season, and this win would do great wonders for their confidence. So far, it's been a fairly even game, though. We're gonna stick with that. Humber seems to be going up more of a momentum team. They're losing it and gaining it, losing it and gaining it. Seems like right now they have their emotions a bit more in check than when they were down, but hopefully, for their sake, they can keep it clean, keep it in check, make some baskets, and keep their lead. Mohawk taking it up. Mohawk just playing their offense. Off the screen, passes it. Another pass. Moving the ball a lot. And corner 3, overshot it. Humber pushing it up. Drives through the contact. Passes it out. Good looking. Oh, a great pass leading to a layup. And a layup on the other end. Fast break. Still a 4-point game with Humber in the lead. Humber looking to maybe extend that lead here, though. Taking his man off the dribble into the screen. Pump fake gets him in the air, but he can't quite finish the jumper. And Samuels takes it out of bounds. Humber subbing in Jimmy Rich. Samuels coming out. Mohawk taking it up the court. They're looking to maybe cut into this lead. A great move, but he can't quite finish. Passes it up. An offensive foul charge taken by Daniel Graham as he gets knocked down to the floor. Seems like he knocked his shoe off, it seems. Trying to fix his shoe before they get this possession going. Daniel Graham gonna, oh. Never mind. I was gonna say Daniel Graham about to inbound it, but no. I have to correct myself once again. Daniel Graham was one to inbound it. Good drive, kick out, and a basket for Mohawk. That cuts into that deficit, brings them a little bit closer. They're now only down 1. But Humber gets an open 3 of their own, but they can't quite get it in. Gets it back out. Once again, another open 3 and a holding foul. John Dumage getting dragged to the ground there. Quite a rough foul. Mohawk looking to hopefully take the lead on this possession. It's been a very even quarter so far. Neither team necessarily getting out to a big lead. Pull up, and they're back in the lead. Neither team has held the momentum too much in this quarter so far. It's very, very even. Hopefully, for either team, they're hoping, and that's a foul. He's gonna get 2 free throws at the line, and hopefully for them tie up that game. Daquan Cascard at the line. Puts up his first one, makes it. Puts up the second one. Bounces off the front of the rim. They're coming across half court. Pass, the pull up, the swish. Mohawk building that lead a little bit. Masuka's really having a great game today. He's looking to carry this team across the finish line. Oh. Looks as if there's a bit of a tangle up there. They're on the ground. Masuka seems to have been hit in the face. A little bit hurt there. He's getting helped up now, though. Seems as if Mohawk is getting possession off of that. We'll hopefully get a replay of that tangle up that happened there, leading to this kind of, I guess they think the floor is a bit too wet, so they're gonna wipe it up really quick. Just bear with us a second. They're just cleaning up the court a bit before, they go out and resume play. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. We're gonna get the ball in here. Mohawk bringing it up. They're driving, and a kick out, a pull up, not made. Humber pushing it up on offense. Loses the ball, though. He was definitely looking for a foul on that play, but he just couldn't quite get it. 3.5 minutes left. Mohawk's looking Mohawk's looking to get a stop here and extend their lead. Humber's inbounding the ball here. Gets it out to Muhammad. Putting the moves on, but a moving screen. Khaled Adam and Cy Samuels coming in here. They've been pretty productive so far. Not necessarily in the points categories, but they've been helping their team. Definitely been positives on the court. Almost an offensive rebound to a putback, but it appears as if they got tangled up and Martin got hit in the face there. He's holding his eye. Ref might blow a foul or a whistle here, but Humber gets possession off of this. Martin's still holding his eye. Humber gets the deep pass into Samuels. They're swinging the ball around. Deep three, almost makes it. Mohawk pushing the ball back up, but it ultimately leads to a turnover. To the corner. Great block. Milos definitely showing off his athleticism on that one. And a basket right on the other end. Humber pulls up from deep and just drains it. Muhammad is just trying to win. He just knows that he can do it. He knows he has the ability, and he just pulls up and feels it. Puts it right through the net. Almost another turnover by Mohawk, but they get at least 2 of those 3 points back on the other end. They're up 5 right now. Adam down low. Can't quite get it to go. Rebound secured. And it's out of bounds off of Humber. Even though they couldn't quite secure that ball, you have to respect Humber's hustle on that play. Adam slid into the commentator and scoring table there. Mohawk's gonna get possession here though. They're looking to set up their play and get a good shot off here. But Graham lost the ball off of his leg when dribbling. Humber inbounding the ball here. Cy Samuels looking to take it across half court. Adam down low, puts a turnaround move on, but he can't quite get it to go. And one. Going to the foul line, looking to tack on that extra point and cut it down to a 2-point lead. It's Jalen Morgan at the free throw line. He had a good first quarter, and he's looking to build on that in the second half. And Martin just threw it away on that one. Once again, Humber with the ball. They're looking to get their lead back, get back in the lead, and hopefully push the tempo. Samuel's taking it across half court. Gets it back to Samuels. Out to the 3-point line. Can't quite make it though. Gets batted out by Adam, but can't quite recover it, and there's no one for him to bat it out to. Graham putting the moves on a bit there, but he passes it away. Out to Masuka. Masuka shoots it, rattles around the rim, and goes off. Looking for a play here. Samuels with it. Humber trying to find an open man. A good spin move into a pass, into another. But they're just passing it around. Shot clock. And Samuels gets his own rebound and puts it in. Tie game. We got 30 seconds left in the half. Martin looking to take his man off the dribble. Playing hard. Gets it over to Graham. And Graham sinks it. Back up 3. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Humber's hoping to have that last second bucket to maybe put them back close. Can't quite go in. And they're down 3 going into the fourth quarter. Still a close game. Really, anyone can come up on top here. This game's going very close so far. And both Humber and Mohawk have been playing extremely rough today. Both teams responding to each other's scores, and it's hard for any team to pull ahead with how dedicated both these teams have been today. And as we've been saying throughout the entire broadcast, it's really just a situation of course, Humber doesn't want to start their season 0-3, and Mohawk's really trying to get back after losing their last game against Redeemer. They almost came back in that one, but it was just short. Humber and Mohawk have both been very competitive, though. And there's even been a little bit of physicality. Mohawk playing well, though. Currently have the lead of 3 points. And that's just a great dunk that we just saw. You know, it's not often at these relatively lower levels of like college play that you see a lot of really athletic plays from smaller guys like that. But he just went up with it. I mean, 6'1" in dunking is very impressive. Here's that play where Masuka got hit in the face. Seems as if it was just a situation where he couldn't quite control his body as he was coming down, and he happened to catch Masuka in the face with his arm. Going into this fourth quarter, I'd really like to see, for Mohawk, them stay aggressive and stay on top of it. As for Humber, I'd really like to see them keep up their hustle. I mean, they're coming up with a lot of offensive boards, and they're staying close to the ball. I really think either team could take this game. Truly a good game from both teams, and a joy to watch if you're just a neutral spectator. Each team coming at each other with all they've got, and basket after basket from both sides. Mark Wiley is going to inbound the ball to start the quarter for Mohawk. Graham with it. Tries to turn his man off the screen, but it doesn't quite work. Wiley with it, drives in, tries to get fancy with the pass, but it almost gets intercepted. And off the side of the rim. Masuka picking up a foul on the rebound there, but they're still going. Humber getting it in. Bringing it across the half court. Looking to hopefully even up this game. Cut into their small deficit. Graham across half court. Some fancy moves leading to the bucket. That's what we like to see. Anytime that any player can pull off something like that, you just got to respect it. Gets in deep. Can't quite get his shot in the net. Out to a fast break, but a hard foul. Graham's still on the ground. Gets up. He's heading to the line to shoot his free throws. Graham's been very productive today. And he's been their main foul shooter, having shot those 2 technicals earlier. Hometown boy from Hamilton here. Makes his first. Getting ready for his second. And he puts up. And he makes them both. That's 7 point lead and a Humber turnover. Little bit of a lack of execution on Humber's side so far this quarter. Off the rim. Humber trying to get back on offense quickly. Muhammad with the ball. He passes it into Samuels. Passes it out. Off the rim. Bring it across half court. Tries to take his man off the screen, but he can't quite get him into it. Graham with a miss. Humber looking a little cold on offense, and just as I say that, they hit the 3. You know, they say commentator's curse. I guess that's time it's commentator's blessing, because he got that 3 right after I said it. Bringing it up. Deep post for Masuka. Puts it up, but he can't quite get it. Going for a deep, long pass in the corner. Doesn't get it. Can't quite get control of the ball as he's had some tough defense played on him. Graham driving in, passes it out. Masuka gives it to Martin. Almost loses it. Martin pulls up. Almost gets it. Driving in. And that's an offensive foul, but he's on the ground and holding his knee. Hopefully he's okay. You would hate to see an injury, especially in a close game like this where that could be a turning point. He's being helped up. Seems fine, but he's definitely a little shaken up and has a little bit of a limp. You'd really hate to see an injury like that. Ball's about to come in. Just waiting for a little bit of clarification about the call, I believe. Oh, they're going to wipe the floor down again. I mean, with a spill like that, you want to minimize that, so definitely keeping the court clean is a good idea. Mohawks up 4 right now. You know, a little bit of a cushion, but they still have 7 minutes left of game time. They need to hope that they can hold that. Cross half court. Looking to add a few points to their lead. Gets it to Masuka in the lane. He can't finish it. It's blocked. And an air ball going out of bounds for Humber. Humber's going to bring it up court. Samuel's moving the ball right now. Deep pull up from Muhammad, but he's off. Mohawk looking, calculating. They're looking for a good thing. Put it in deep. They get it over to Ricky Morrison, but he can't finish it, but they grab the rebound, leading to a two free throws, I should say. This could help pad their lead a bit. Dulmage is at the line, looking for those 2 points. Jalen Morgan coming in for Cy Samuels. He's getting back in after that spill he took a bit earlier. Dulmage makes his first. To put up his second. Puts it up. Doesn't make it. From the corner. Gets it back though. Oh, that was a nice spin move into a dunk. Mohawks definitely reeling a little bit after that. That was a sucker punch. Seems as if there's a little bit of confusion. Mohamed shot checking out. Some subs come in after that. Both teams have played hard up until this point, and it's stayed close. Double screen action there, trying to get some players open, but it doesn't really work as Humber's defense stayed connected there. Dulmage with the pull-up, and he's just short. A good drive, a good job protecting the ball, but he can't get it up properly, and he ends up knocking it out of bounds. Put it back. And he's going to the line for 2 free throws. Got some subs coming in for Mohawk, so they're just getting everything set up. And he's going to take his first here. Kevin O2 puts it up, and it's off the back of the rim. He's getting ready for his second. And he pulls the trigger, but doesn't quite make it. Suka bringing it up the court, gets it over to Martin. Pretty good defense, good pass. Gets it, almost gets it blocked, but it gets whistled for a foul. Malajan's heading to the line now. He's gonna take 2. Mohawks up 3, looking to extend that lead. Misses the first. Puts up the second, and it's good. 74-70. Humber making a sub, bringing Samuels back in. They're bringing it across the half-court line here. Big block there. Mohawk getting possession back. He's getting a bit trapped up there, but they reduce the pressure on him. Looking to take his man off the dribble, leads him into the screen. Looking to get some space. Passes it. Takes it up, but doesn't quite make it. Malajan wishes he could have hit that. Would have helped extend the lead. A nice behind the back pass, but it doesn't lead to anything. Great hustle leads to an offensive rebound that everybody thought was going out of bounds, though. And that's 2 more points for Humber. It's only a 2-point lead. Oh, he wishes he could have that jumper back for sure. And he almost can. Mladen heading to the line again. A few subs coming in for Humber. Bringing back in Muhammad. He's going up to shoot here. Gets the first, making it a 3-point game. Puts up the second, and he's off. Mohawk almost grabs their own rebound, but Humber comes up with it, pushes it across the half-court line. Great pass by Samuels there. He gets it back, but they end up turning the ball over. Graham almost gets it. It gets batted up. Ball gets a little tangled up there, but ultimately Humber comes up with it. Muhammad on the other side pulls up for three, but can't quite get it. Masuka with the rebound. They're looking to push it up the court before the defense can get set. Playing with tempo here. And that is an out of bounds on Humber. Humber calling a timeout. So far, it's still a close game throughout this fourth quarter. We've only got just about 3.5 minutes left in the game, and it's only a point difference of 3. I know both teams would really like to come home with this, especially with how Humber lost their last game by the same margin of 3 points. They'd really like to not have that happen again. Mohawk, on the other hand, after having to almost come back in their last game, are really hoping that they can stick with it and win. I mean, they've got a 3-point lead and 3.5 minutes of time to kill. And their defense has been pretty strong so far, but you know, you can never account for those last couple minutes jitters. Mohawk looks calm, cool, and collected right now, knowing that they've got the lead. They can just play to win. And as long as they don't mess up too bad, they should come out on top. Humber still looking strong, though, and they're still hustling and playing. I mean, I've said it a million times so far this game, but it really is anybody's game right now. Mohawks seems to be having, yeah, Masuka is going to inbound it. Gets the ball into Milos. And he loses it. They're pushing it up the court. Great pass to Fauzi Mohammed, but he loses it. Mohawk pushing it up the court. He's looking to get some space closer to the rim. Yep. Pull up. And not the shot they were looking for. Humber moving the ball. And he loses it almost. Doesn't go in though. Mohawk pushing the ball up. Moscow with the great pass, but he couldn't quite finish it on the first one, Milos, but he got it on his own rebound there. Good team play so far for these last little bit by Mohawk. Seems like Humber might be under pressure a little bit. I mean, Fauzi just pulled up from what might as well have been the Humber College parking lot, but it didn't quite go in. And Mohawk responds to that miss with a 3 of their own. Across the half-court line. Fauzi down low. He passes it, but Jalen Morgan fumbles the catch. An 8-point deficit now with 2 minutes left. It seems like Mohawk's putting their foot on the gas, trying to close the door on this game. Gets out to the top of the key, pull up three, hand in his face, and he still makes it, showing that there's still some life on Humber here. Humber's not quite out of this yet, but they've got and a big turnover. That could be catastrophic for Mohawk as it puts them only up 3. They get it back to, they get it out to Martin. He's trying to get across half court. They're trying to kill some clock because they still have the lead. They're playing this possession slow, but still looking for a great shot. He almost turns it over. They get it out. Just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He puts it up and he puts it in. Masuka's just trying to keep his team going and get it across the finish line. Another 3, another basket. If you don't, this is just a great last couple minutes. Both teams showing that they're trying like in the clutch. Neither team cracking under the pressure just quite yet. Good screens. Gets his man open. It's not too confident enough to shoot it. Another screen by Masuka. Turnaround jumper. Almost gets it, but it's just off the rim. They get the offensive rebound though. Graham driving in, puts it up, can't quite put it in. It's batted out to Martin. They're killing time on the clock, trying to get a good shot and minimizing Humber's chance to get it back in this. Martin trips, it's out to Masuka for the 3, it's off. We only got about 4 seconds of separation between the shot clock and game clock. Masuka with the big steal. He tries to put the moves on, but he can't get it in the net. He almost gets his own offensive rebound, though. And a foul. 14.4 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure whether it was an offensive or defensive foul. I think it was a foul on the defender there. It looks like they're sending Jalen Morgan to the line. There's a timeout now. Mohawk probably wants to talk about their options as they are in a bit of a sticky situation. If Jalen Morgan makes both these 3 throws, they'll be heading to overtime unless Mohawk can make the last second shot. This is truly a scary game state for both teams because, you know, Humber is hinging on these 2 shots going in or getting their offensive rebound for a tip-in and winning. But it's also the potential of going to overtime, and with how this last minute and a half or so is gone, it really does seem like Humber is carrying a lot of momentum right now. You know, a wise man once said it's like a steel ball rolling down a hill. Like, you just get it going, it's not gonna stop. Humber's playing with a lot of heart right now. They're trying to get into it. They're trying to get those last 2 points they need for this comeback win. They were down 8 just a few minutes ago, and all they need are these 2 free throws to go in to send it to overtime. Or at least tie it up and hope that they can play defense well enough for Mohawk not to score. If they want to be really, really crazy about it, they could go for intentionally missing and grabbing their rebound and putting it up. But I don't know if Humber wants to take that risk. They'd have to be very calculated about it and know that they could get it in. However, Humber hasn't exactly had the greatest track record so far this game with their putbacks. A lot of them have missed. Oh, turns out they weren't even going. And the block, and it's out of bounds. It's going Humber's way, though. We have 5 seconds left. Turns out that I had misinterpreted it, and they were not giving free throws. Humber's likely trying to talk it over. Game plan as 6 seconds left on the clock in this tense, close game. Humber looking to maybe make a 3-pointer and win this game, or get that 2-pointer in and tie it up. They could go for the safety of 2 points, but that might end up risking the game because the defense might be able to be a bit tighter. It's looking like a scary situation once again. Such a close game, and you know, we're just a short 6 seconds of game time away from seeing this come to an end if they don't make a shot. Humber's played well, so even if they don't make this shot, I feel they do deserve quite a bit of credit after being down early and clawing their way back in and even holding a lead at some points in the third and fourth. Both teams have played well so far this game and have held it really close. There's been some great plays on both ends. Muhammad to inbound the ball. 5.6 on the clock. Samuels has it. He passes it. They put up the 3 for the win, and it's off. Mohawk takes the game, 82-80. Humber so close, but they couldn't quite take it. That puts Humber to 0-3 on the season, and definitely a disappointing start. Not their best season so far, but definitely they did not play poorly this game and should not be receiving too much flack for this. Definitely a great game. All right. You know, I think both teams really deserve a lot of credit this game. But in the end, Mohawk did end up taking it with some great plays down the line. And just some good defense right at the end there. But really, really great game from both teams. And it's great to see the sportsmanship between the two teams as they had this close game and they all come and shake each other's hands. We have some replays, and then in a second we'll be able to go over to an interview